Okay, so I'm starting a session because impromptu I got some photo in which I want to check somebody's energy. Now the time is 13:44 or 34:14. It's Saturday. It's the 20th of December 2025. Right? It's evening time. It's 19:34, nearly 8 in the night. Okay, you can see it's dark outside. So this is the morning time. It is the IST, Indian Standard Time. And no, we're not staying in America. We're not in Europe. I don't know who in fucking America likes grabbing stuff in India, assuming it's theirs. It's not yours. The real JAYA.ADVANI Advani, or real JAYA.ADVANI Gurmukdas Advani, has gone abroad few times, twice for it, one Australia, one New Zealand, 1.5 years each. You've been swapping IDs like it's bloody, I don't know what. But you know what? You need to put an end to it. I don't care whether you're fucking intelligence or you're not. Don't fuck around with civilian IDs. Don't fucking do that. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be signing into my channel where I upload these videos, not for any other reason. There's a photo I want to check on. Okay, I want to check on a photo. I've just put it up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is the photo I've just uploaded is it's a short. So this is the photo, I've uploaded it. This is supposed to be my sister Varsha Advani, except that the pendulum is saying this is not the original. This one. Okay, so I'm just going to do a throw to see who she is and whether she's still around or not. Okay, my original sister is no more. She's also not. This one, I don't know what the state of affairs with this girl is. So I'm going to be doing a throw on it. So I'm going to do the pendulum again just to reconfirm whatever. So, are you here, Varsha Advani? Are you on the pendulum, sweetheart? Are you the girl in the photo? The girl in the photo is you? The girl in the photo has already passed away and joined you in the afterlife, and not if joined you, if she has she gone to the lower realms? Has she left out of the body? The girl in the photo on the TV? She's still on earth in a human body? But is that girl Snow White? Is that the girl Mama took with me, the baby, to Bangalore off Commercial Street when I was a baby and you were a baby? You were below 1 years old or around 1 years old. She used to take us to Whitefield. Are you the baby in the pendulum who used to go with me to Whitefield? Or then be left with Mama's relatives, Rajni and Lachu, and their old grandma, or the mother, the elderly lady? You were the one who used to like playing with water during that time? You are womb related from the same mother as me. You're a Sadrangani. Was I ever a Sadrangani? Am I ready? I'm wearing a red coat. Does that make me ready? The girl in the video is ready. Is her family name ready? The girl in the video is not ready either. Okay, so can I do the Scrabble throw to find out who she is? In case the Scrabble throw throws something about her. Okay. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw a Scrabble throw on her and see what we get on this photo. To see what I get. Okay. So I'm just arbitrarily going to try. I would like something about this girl in the video. This girl is not me. My eyes are scratching. But I am not that girl. That girl is supposed to be 2.5 years younger than me. She's supposed to be my sister, Varsha Advani. Varsha Advani is moving the pendulum. She says, no, that is not her. Neither is that girl Reddy. A family name called Reddy, not that. So I'm just trying to find out who that girl is. Okay? So please give me guidance. Who is that girl? What do you want to say about that picture and about that girl? Okay, I don't know what this is, but we go with what we've got. So what have we got? We keep moving it as we pick up the thing. We'll make the words slowly, slowly, slowly. This is B, the word B. This is A. This is Z. This is Jin. Jin. There really is a Jin. And connected with RF. RF is Rocky Fernandez or radio frequency. She's supposed to be Varsha Advani, my sister Varsha Advani. This photo was taken out before 1996-97, before I have gone to America, before I've gone to New Zealand. Why? Not New Zealand, I've gone to Australia. So maybe she is the Jaya, Varsha, Jaya, where you don't know who's Jaya, who's Varsha. So she stood in for my sister who's been pulled off the grid in 91. But this photo must be 93, 94, 95, 96. But definitely before 97, because just before I left for Australia, my Nani, who's part of this photo, passed away. This photo has been taken out at Maker Towers, 10th floor, my Nani's home. It's a Sadrangani household. But what are we getting on her? She's still alive. She's supposed to be my sister. Now I'm moving this. Remember this. B Z Jin Jin A R F. And IG's in IGINR, BZIGINR, AG, first and foremost, there's the word Jaya over here, and that's why I muddled it all up, because I was pretty surprised to see this word. Gag, IG, Agni, BZ Zia Agni, IGRF. But do you see my sister's name over here? Indra, Indu, Varsha. There used to be a girl in my school called Xenia Artin. In Fort Convent, there used to be a girl called Xenia Artin, greenhouse girl, I think. There's no Aki over here, but there is AG, which is Akil Gupta. Or maybe she did a jig and she's the EA of Xenia, wherever Xenia is. Xenia is a girl in my school. RF is who? Then there is that boy who is in the film industry. His name is really Arif Zakaria. Now, maybe his name is coming up. Why? Simply because whoever Varsha in school didn't have, she was not friends with Namrita Sharma. Namrita Sharma married Arif Zakaria later on, and then she married a boy called Rajiv Hiranandani in her second marriage. So at that point in time, Varsha would have been friends with, so it wouldn't have been the real Varsha Advani. It would have been this girl who was friends with Namrata Zakaria and connected with Arif Zakaria in those days. So maybe that was the jig, and so this girl has never kept me in the loop of anything, right? So this is why we're grappling with everything. Now, is my mom Anu or Anita's name over here? So girlfriend of Arif is Namrita. Is this is the one who says, I beg you, I beg you? You wanted to be classified as Zen? Zen people don't lie, my dear. Zen people never lie. So I see Rocky Fernandez, Agnello Fernandez over here. So when she was hanging out with Agnello Fernandez, she was the beggar. When she was hanging around Rocky Fernandez, that was earlier. It was in a jig with this Arif Zakaria and Namrata Sharma, who then became Namrata Zakaria. Namrata Sharma, after 91, Varsha Advani disappeared. And in came this girl who's wearing Varsha, is being Varsha. But this is the information we're getting for her. She's not a bad person, she's a very sweet person. But the point is, she's not my sister Varsha Advani from childhood. Zain, IG, Naz, bigger FIR, Naz EA. Let me ask the pendulum if this is telling the truth or I have gone off the track. freeze. Freeze Nikhil Advani, big IG. So Nikhil Advani is the one they say they strangulated at Forge as well, 2009, and took his body out of the window of the bathroom. So freeze means what? They froze his sperm, or she froze her egg. Nikhil Advani, most of my family is no more. I'm the only one left behind, apparently. Most of everybody has been murdered. If that's the only way to understand it. And I'm not Katrina. I don't want Katrina's voice on the back of my throat. Alright? I'm Jaya, Kanyalal, Hukumat Rai, Gurmukhdas Advani. And in my upbringing, primarily movies, films, fashion, journalism, hotel industry is an absolute no-no. From the day we are born, things are collected for a different purpose altogether. It is to secure us and to ensure that we are well settled later in life. Whether it was for me as the older daughter and my sister the younger one. Now I don't know what all this is. Nikhil Advani is 1 year younger than me. We're actually blood related. You have literally decimated the Sadrangani family and the Advani family. I'm not IB, darling. I'm not IB. I'm a business family. So all this bloody bullshit you have recorded, so much crap on me from the 90s. That's why I am telling you. You have recorded all shit about me. You have literally recorded everything I am not. While you stayed in my home. And what is the reading calling you to be? All behind my back. Varsha, are you here, darling? You are here? This girl is Z actually. Was this girl CRISPR to look like my mom, Anu Sadrangani, or Mrs. Anita Merchant? She CRISPR'd herself to look like Mrs. Anita Merchant. Was she acting in that movie called Ekta Tiger? She was one of the shapeshifters on Ekta Tiger. Shilpa Rao was also one of the shapeshifters, our real cousin. Both these girls were shapeshifting. Shilpa Rao lost her life in Jab Tak Hai Jaan. This girl is still alive. Our real cousin died. Is she responsible for the murder of Mr. Nikhil Advani too? Is this Z responsible for the murder of Nikhil Advani? Is her network responsible for the murder of Nikhil Advani? Is, let's say, Rocky Fernandez, Agnello Fernandez, one of the two of them responsible for the murder of Nikhil Advani in Bombay? The Beast is responsible for the murder of Nikhil Advani in Fort Aswell? The Beast wore the skin and pretended to be Ritu Malia, Anita Merchant, Binu Satrangani. When the Beast had Nikhil Advani murdered in Fort Aswell, strangulated, you say, taken out from the bathroom window on the front of the house. Whose skin was the Beast wearing? Can you tell me at that time? Was it Binu Satrangani's skin that gave the order? Was it Anita Merchant's skin that gave the order? That fake ID? Was it Ritu Malia's identity that gave the order? At that point in time, the Beast was hiding out as Ritu Malia. At that time, the Beast was hanging out as Ritu Malia. Was she wearing the identity of Ritu Malia at that point in time? Can you tell me? Now, this girl lives in India still. This girl has gone what? Abroad? She's connected with all the bloody fucking buzzing sounds under my body? Is she the one buzzing all the sounds under my body? Is she involved in more nefarious activities anywhere? She's still involved in nefarious activity. Is this girl called Jaya? Is her birth name Jaya? The one who is on the screen, the black and white dress. That girl is Jaya? Is she you, Varsha Advani? She is you, Varsha Advani? She's me, JAYA.ADVANI. Is she that who was called Jaya, Varsha, Varsha, Jaya? Neither Jaya nor Varsha. Is she that girl? The mix of Jaya, Varsha, Varsha, Jaya is still alive? The one who was given the identity of Jaya, Varsha, Varsha, Jaya, that girl is still alive? That girl is me? That girl is somebody else? Okay, let me see what else I get for her. Is she the girl who says beg you, by any chance? She wanted a little jig in the film industry, so she was pleading for something in the film industry. Just to lend something in. That's an incident that happened during those years. She was never a beggar, right? Was she ever a beggar? In the true sense of the word? No. She was just, her talk was to get some kind of a pleading Is she my mother by any chance? My womb mother? Is she my womb mother and your womb mother by any chance? We never know today who CRISPRs how. Have to ask every question. Is she your womb mother, my womb mother, the mother who took us to Whitefield when we were kids? That's not her? Not CRISPR'd? Okay. One minute, let me ask. She's gone and frozen eggs or what? Has this girl gone and frozen her own eggs? She froze other people's eggs? She has stolen eggs of people. Are you serious? She has stolen eggs of people. She stole your eggs? She stole my eggs? She stole other people's eggs? She is part of the transformation group who want, Nag means snake, means transformation. So she kind of stores eggs for babies to be born after the Third World War. That's why they've stored eggs and sperms. She stole Nikhil Advani's whatever. Was Nikhil Advani in the business of stealing eggs and sperms? Was Nikhil Advani ever stealing eggs and sperms? Was there any IG involved? Inspector General? The Inspector General was from where? India? The Inspector General was from India? Are you sure? The Inspector General was from Pakistan? English? Europe? European English Inspector General. She knew someone from there. Okay. So she was working stealth mode for someone to help their cause. The Society of 300, Illuminati, that kind of stuff. Okay, let me see what else there is. RFAF is Rocky Fernandez, Agnello Fernandez. So it could be Nag, Raise, Egg. This is all intelligence. What we got to do with all this? And I don't understand, how does Intelligence Bureau come into the Third World War to be played out within the next 10 years? Where they want 1 billion people left on Earth. Rest of the 7 can go find themselves in the 14-15 locals. And the 1 billion that are left behind are given what chance of life? By force, medical, nano chips. By default, unless you're planning to orbit in the sky or dance in the oceans underground, even then it's a pretty tough way to restart life. Now tell me, who's your friend? I told you these guys are lying through their teeth. There is the very big hand of Africa and the Nile in all of this. I don't understand how you people are raw and all. I want someone from the raw to meet me. No, I insist. You are completely fragmented. किसी का हाथ एजेंट का एक जो ग्रुप है उसका हाथ आईएसआई के साथ है, दूसरा एजेंट का हाथ ईरान के साथ, ईरान के लिए फ्री में काम करो, तीसरे एजेंट का ग्रुप M16, चौथा है रॉ एजेंट CIA, FBI. India is what? I want someone from raw to meet me. I insist. No, I insist. What is all this nonsense? AF is Agnello Fernandez. RF is Rocky Fernandez. GB is somebody who was supposed to have been the uncle chacha of the fake Sanjeev Lekhraj. The real Sanjeev Rajan Lekhraj, Cotton World boy, was supposed to have been murdered in 1995. This way, what you have played is musical chairs with all the Indian corporate home and the founders and their children, and you have just gone mixing it all up, have so many shapeshifters in one bloody home. At all the assets, rear door entry, management completely changed beyond recognition and sent God he knows where. Why we are living over here? These guys, somebody must have shapeshifted for Akhil Gupta, because Akhil Gupta passed away in 1993. He's the first one removed. Then came in somebody else in his place. That guy has a habit of breaking lockers, stealing stuff, and is addicted to drugs. Akhil Gupta, after he decided he didn't want to study more than his 12th standard, he joined Sterling Resorts to work over there for a little while. He was okay in his behavior. In fact, his mother has broken a ruler on his legs in 190 Sankey Road, but that apparently is Shakuntala or somebody like her shape-shifting for his mother, who was already removed. The real JAYA.ADVANI was removed in 1988. The next one who came in, maybe she's the one who broke the wooden ruler on his feet or his legs. So he's not a bad boy. Yeah, he's Akhil Gupta. Yeah, have a look. And maybe she didn't like him because he looks pakka like a Gupta. The rest of us had one problem. All our faces ended up getting an allergy. So it looks like we got bumps on our face and it's all red. So Shakuntala actually had what? She had a very uneven skin. So it happened to all of us. But were we naturally skewed for it? I don't think so. I think it was done to us. One by one. All the fair kids in the family. This is Akhil Gupta. He's a pakka Gupta. I'm telling you, Bartila भी हमको लगता है वो तुमको बड़ा स्टोरी दिया था. She came to work in my home via Regina Pashis. But somehow I don't want to insult anybody, पर हमको लगता है वो झारखंड game was played. It trapped so many people, it is not a joke. It started from 2003 and it ended by 2006, 7, 8. After that, you had the bloody bomb blast. Then you had Nirbhaya and you had Arushi. It was primarily to push you to do what they wanted you to do, which was forcefully bringing in their people who had infiltrated old BJP. And most of those guys are from Eurasia and the Middle East. Gabby is the wife of Mike Holland from much later time. I don't know what her name is doing here. Mike Holland met Ritu Malia, which version? 1998. From Jones Lang Wooten. Jones Lang was LaSalle. He became mighty rude after that. Before that, he was mighty sweet. So his wife is Gabby. But what is she doing in this setup? You make sense of this. I am so fed up of all this bullshit. You people are useless, huh? When it comes to intelligence, you're very good at dumping your crap on people. I'm not here. I'm a citizen of this country. I'm not involved in all this crap. Get all this shit out of me. No, you bloody well do it. Call the fucking law. Enough bloody bullshit in this. क्या तुमने क्या खरीदा है? तुमको यूनाइटेड नेशंस लेके जाऊं क्या? Would you like to go to court? क्या तू इतना स्टाफ्ड है कि एक जन्म के अंदर तुमको इसके बाद कुछ मिलने वाला नहीं है कि तू कुछ भी करेगा? You're that starved, that malnourished that your brain doesn't work appropriately? So Agnello Fernandez and Rocky Fernandez. Artificial General Intelligence. Information Bureau connected with, or Intelligence Bureau connected with Nigeria. So Bardila Betty Batti, who is seen in my dream sitting and cleaning 2 homes of stars sometime in 2006-7 in LA, Bel Air. One is Ben Stiller, the other one is Denzel Washington, something of that sort. Most of those guys are no more. Most of them are gone. What happened to all their hard earned wealth? That is for Hollywood. You've not left Bollywood either. It's all stealth mode. Do we know any of this? All I had to do was look at that one bloody photo. She's supposed to be my sister. This is what we've got in return. Along with the IB. So you as intelligence know what you've been doing. Fan and Rais has got to do with SRK, whoever would have shapeshifted there. Not necessarily. I don't know who feigned to be whom. I'm assuming Z feigned to be N and bagged artificial intelligence and IR from some IG. I don't even think these people are alive anymore. I think most of them are dead. The IGs and all are all long gone. Anne also is no more. Neither the young Anne, neither Anne Rani. Rani's name is here R-A-N-E. Anne Rani. Sam's mother. Most of these guys are no more. AB is Ashish Bhatia, but which version? There are two versions according to me, according to Ashish Bhatia. Today on my stuff that I have called for groceries, you went and put the name Ash over there. So there's a boy called Ash Ashley. That's the first time I meet Ashish Bhatia. Within the first 2 years, he says, my friends call me Ash, in short, Ashley. They just talk like that. Okay. But later on, there is a darker version, an Indianized version of Ashish Bhatia 93, 92. So there's a difference between the two boys. क्या रेड जैकेट पहन रहा है तो रेडी को क्या है? Getting now cold feet? Otherwise you wanted to be ready the whole day? Establish yourself in this apartment of mine? I'm not removing this red jacket and I don't care. You want to make it hot? I don't care. I'm going to wear this red jacket. You create a mess. I want the raw over here. I insist, because I don't know what to do with this nonsense. IG fib and Rane IGZ means using IR. Whenever they have done this, they're using IR and they're using AI. Oof. Augir, Fall and Rane. This is still in when we are in college. I was still in college during this photo. I remember this time I think Binu Masi was a little rude with me at this get together in my nanny's home. And I was feeling like I'm an orphan. I was thinking I wish my mom was here. There's something not right in this setup. So it was one of those evening dinners where we dropped into my nanny's home, where she called all of us and Binu Masi and her 3 kids, or yeah, I think all 3 were there or 2 were there. And Varsha, myself, because my parents are split, my mom was in Navla, she said she's not coming. I don't know if Nina Masi was there with her daughter, I can't remember. But at least us, definitely Mala and Rajan, that's the son, the other son of my nanny, Parpati Sadrangani. And this was that get together. So it's very funny that all this has come up at that time. But this is taking it back to that time, connected with this one photo. My uncle at that time, I think, was doing grain trading. Remember I told you GRAIN. So Rajan Sadangani was actually trading in grain, because this is what I used to ask my mom. I used to say, Rajan Mama, okay, he doesn't want to work in place of his father at Siemens, so he goes, she says, no, he tours and he is trading in grain. This grain has got to do with pigmentation, or this grain has got to do with grain trading? Because there's Facebook here. So this is what trading in the grain. So she earned some good money on the back of trading on grain. Commodities is what it is called in the stock market. That means she had a choice to play. She wanted to play the role of Varsha Advani. She asked for it very specifically, to be Varsha Advani for whatever reason. Let me ask. So Varsha is Snow White. My real sister from childhood, who went with me to Whitefield with my mom, she was not even 1 year old. She is fair rain. So she's called Snow White. Because I am dark and hairy. So it stands out even more. Unless she met Fair Rain when she was being beaten up. Varsha, how do I understand this, sweetheart? Varsha, are you here? Varsha Advani, are you here? How do I understand this? Did you ever meet this girl face to face? You are Fair Rain? You are not Fair Rain? Are you fair darling? She was begging to be somebody on purpose to take somebody's place. That person is known as Fair Rain. She is different from Snow White. Snow White is you. After you, there was somebody called Fair Rain. And after Fair Rain, this girl is Z. The one wearing the black and white dress is called Z. Z got CRISPR to be Mama at some point in time. Z worked in Ek Tha Tiger at some point in time. But she used AI to equate herself with me. And to follow what was happening at the University of Waikato. And to put it into their Ek Tha Tiger movie, the university and let's say, staging a housekeeper for Dr. Kidwai, whereas I'm a student in a student accommodation. Did this girl ever manipulate Mr. Bezos in any way? Is this girl's network responsible for whatever happened with Mr. Jeff Bezos and his wife Scott McKinsey? Is she part of the same network? It is connected to my stay in the University of Waikato. His being pulled off the grid, and after that his wife misusing Amazon.com. It's all related to this girl. This girl is responsible for getting rid of Shilpa Rao. But this girl and Shilpa Rao worked together at some point in time in Ek Tha Tiger, and I don't know, was it also Jab Tak Hai Jaan? Was it only Ek Tha Tiger? Okay. So, I don't know, there is the question of the egg. Now you don't like it when I tell you they are all bottom of the pyramid. Kya I don't belong? Kya hai? I didn't go to your house to hide out at. Neither did I invite you to my home. Mr. Hakumat Rai Gurmukdas Advani passed away in the 60s or the 50s. He had an ulcer problem. My nani also lost her husband after I was born, so I at least met my nana. I did not meet my dada, but my nani and my dadi wore only white saris that widows wear. Have some fucking shame. Don't call my grandfather's name. His name is Mr. Hukumat Rai Gurmukh Das Advani. Don't keep bloody calling my grandfather's name. You got nothing to do with it. When you are working in intelligence, फिर तो on the ground तो एक पूरा नेटवर्क है झूठ बोलने का. लेकिन कौन बेवकूफ़ तुम्हारे सुन के और वो चीज़ को, I don't know, you have destroyed India. That's all I will say. And frankly, the rot has gone all the way to America and Russia. Out of 8 billion people, they want 7 billion people gone by 2036. You contributed to it. And listen, Varsha Advani is not from Dharav E. The only person who was from Dharav E in our staff was Muthu Swami, the driver. We can pay salaries to our staff because we are business people. We are not the staff. Call the bloody raw. I want Raw to tell the truth. Have you got anything from these people? Who are these people in your intelligence? One of them have won the ego of the ED. You think it's a joke? Messed around with people in the ATS, in the RSS. What, you think everything is a bloody joke? What, you people don't know how to earn an election the appropriate way, or what is the bloody problem with you? And when we have a more stable government, how come you don't allow it to function? They're all gone. They were all slaughtered, murdered, removed. You don't even know how much of the management has been replaced by such trash. Anyway, if you think these kind of people are going to get you a better Yuva, and Yuva has got Achhe Din, then if in the last 15-20 years, ever since whatever has happened, you've had Achhe Din as a great population of India, then your Yuva has a very bright future. These are few contributors to your tomorrow. That's how they functioned in 93, 92, 94, I don't even know. Now you understand about shape-shifting, you understand about cloning, you understand about CRISPRing. You understand my 5 months of that bloody fucking sham, 2002. Ten shape-shifters, saying Sindoor. And drop those bloody tears. क्या theoretics नहीं है? आरिफ ज़कारिया कौन है? मिलिट्री आदमी के आर्टिस्ट है, एक्टर. So if it is a bloody actor and is the acting industry, the full bloody industry that has acting industry in Bombay, वहाँ पे आउट ऑफ वर्क एक्टर्स क्या क्या नहीं काम करते हैं पैसा कमाने के लिए? कैन यू टेल मी? वेयर डज इट एक्सटेंड? मिमिक्री करते हैं,
एस्पियोनेज कर सकते हैं क्योंकि मिमिक्री कर सकते हैं. प्रोस्थेटिक्स से वेयरिंग ईगोज ऑफ पीपल. Besides escorting, honey pot and honey pot बन के. It's called a honey trap. Maybe they stole her egg. Who knows? क्या है? Rai, you stole Anne's egg and Rani's egg. Sam Rani's mother's egg. I don't know, you make sense of all of this. I'm so pretty disgusted. I'm shutting this off now. Enough. If you can make something. NIA है यहाँ पे. And near IR, either IR or AI, fig big. And year, Z and year IR, fig big. Fibjig, but this is all going back to the earlier, unless she is the one sitting and passing cheap comments all the time in my ear. You have any shame? Then how are you connected with Vikas Gupta? Please tell me, because all this time you're sitting and talking about Vikas Gupta last 2 days. How is he connected with you? 1803 जो नेबर है उसका नाम ऑल द टाइम तुम यहाँ पे लेके आता है. फॉर व्हाट? लास्ट 2 days. Same in the ear, what you're doing all the time. I keep complaining about how much you're talking in my ear. All nonsense. Varsha? Varsha, are you here? Cutie Pie? Varsha Advani? What I'm trying to understand from you, this thing about the year, is it in today's timeline? This bloody Z is sitting and talking in my ears from far away and insulting me all the time from the ears? This girl, the rat in the white and the black skirt, is all the time sitting and talking in my ears? She's playing all the sounds in my body. She plays buzzers in my body. She knows Vikas Gupta in any way. She keeps doing Vic R. Also, was she the one doing Vic R? She fibs a lot and just puts it up on the SATA drive of crap, talking shit in my ear and talking from that bloody fan. Her bunch of people have taken over Amazon.com in the last 10 years. All the products they are selling is primarily to suit them. Every package has something which has transfer of data on it. Every product has transfer of data on it. The barcode and the bloody QR code. This is the bunch of people who do that, grabbing everything, still raw sleeping. Donkey is talking from my earrings that I've just recently bought. But in this year I don't have earrings. I only got in my left ear. तो कहाँ से बात करी है? My glasses से. Because when I'm sleeping in the night, I'm putting the earbuds in my ears. Still you're sitting and talking. Whole night disturbing me. So if we're talking about Anne Rane, who is Sam Rane's father, Jerry Rane, who I showed you the photo, his child earlier at US Club. So Anne Rane's husband is very rich in those days. She's no more. Anne Rane is no more. So in those days, the IGIB used to fear her husband because he was a very rich man. But husband and wife were kind of living in different continents, is what I understand. The wife in LA, California and US, husband somewhere, don't know where, around the Middle East to I don't know where. Anyway, you don't see my father's name here, you don't see my name, you don't see my mom's name, you don't see Varsha's name, you see it as Fair Rain. But she's saying she is not Snow White. So how did this rear door entry enter my home? Can you answer me? Or can you give me an answer? How did this weirdo entry enter our home? And is the sister-in-law of Mr. Cherry Rane, who won a bravery award in the Indian Army. They're very pro-India. Anne Rane is supposed to have been murdered before Kabir Gupta by the mother, whether it is Rosie Fernandez, the original, or when Rosie Fernandez got a new home of hers at Bhayandar, very far, at a time where Andheri West was also, Lokhandwala was still being developed. Whether she got knocked off and replaced at that point in time, no idea, because it is literally double the distance away from where Churchgate to Andheri is, and Andheri to Bhayandar is another double distance. Now she's gone very, very, very far. Yet she's coming to work. And now she's going to my dad's office in Nariman Point. Agnello Fernandez and Rocky Fernandez are definitely her children. She has two more children who I don't know. I don't know the names properly. But the two names that are mentioned here, I know because she has spoken about them a couple of times when she was at Fort Jaswell working as a secretary to my dad. So this is tying in. I also told you that there was a time when Anne Rane, when she, the duplicate called Chitru, that I understand now, or then Binu. See, you see Beena, B-E-E-N-A, Beena. They were friends. They used to party in my home, but the point is, the party used to be very different. My home hosts parties from the time I'm a baby. It has children and it has adults, and it gets over by about 11:30, 12. Here the parties are going on till 1 and 2 in the morning. And there's laughter coming from the drawing room across the whole passageway. And you can hear the door loudly opening and loudly shutting. So it's like as if it's a party of youngsters, not adults. My dad, when he divorced my mom, he used to sleep by 9:30 in the night, max 10. And I used to wait and I used to clock the time, and that's how I know he used to sleep very early, primarily because I used to get on the phone to talk to my friends till early morning the next day. So I used to clock the time. So I know he's actually, and I know the parties prior also. Even when we were in college, they're family dues. These parties were slightly different. Now, why is Beena's name spelt as Beena or Bina? Beenu Masi is Beenu. I told you, हमारी जो आंटी है वो, she is a Gidar. I told you before also. In her own apartment, which is at Maker Towers or in Set Minar or wherever, she'll latch everything. Her husband's just come home. She'll be hiding behind the peephole and the latch. She'll slowly open the door, look through it. Then if she's sitting in a car, she'll say slow, slow, slow. If it goes over like 30, 40, kilometers. She tells the taxi driver. They also get angry with her. Ahmad driver also. She says, slow, slow, slow. Don't go so fast. Go over the bump slowly. So she said, "Gidar." Yet fast forward to, that is like in the 80s or 70s. Fast forward to 2018. She has gone from South Bombay at 11:30, brought me samosas at home from the club, and she's now heading to Andheri at 11:30 in the night. I say even I wouldn't have the guts to do that, but she is damn confident. She's going from South Bombay all the way to Andheri on her own, so late in the night. Maybe these are the people who plugged in a duplicate for Nikhil Advani for some fee to get Nikhil Advani out of the way and plug him with Nixie Nikhil, one of the three of them. And get Nikhil Advani out of the way in some way. Manipulate, that's what I'm saying. We're all pawns on somebody's chessboard. Primarily the fee for making I think Varsha Advani was to get somebody in place of Nikhil Advani, and to do so with IR, AI and artificial general intelligence, and that is what contributes to the ego wearing of people and face change, and just to change someone completely. How are we ever going to ever be able to live this way? It's too damn late. Your biometrics were some 30 years late. The first murder in my family is 1985 with replication. The second one in 1986. You brought the Aadhaar card out in spite of being spoken in the Indian Parliament in 2003. My marriage is a fucking cheap joke. 10 shapeshifters on the back of which you've been told to do the Aadhaar card. You got it to be mandatory, the first one, and the bottom of the pyramid did. All the people with the money came with the Aadhaar card only later. till it was not made mandatory. 2015-16, many people had not got it done. So where is 1986 and where is 2000 and whatever, even 2009? I'm not interested. So what? You're sitting and playing all those freaking sounds from that thing. My modem inside doesn't matter. Let it play the sounds. Now I don't know what all this is. I have no idea of what it is behind the scenes. But this is what I've got to this one photo. You've seen the whole session in front of you. Okay, I'm putting this off. If anyone needs to, I'm going to upload this. If anyone needs to figure things out, what could have happened other than what you know, what you have recorded, false testaments, evidence, whatever it is, you can have a look at this. Take what you know, especially raw. Whoever's left behind. Most people are gone. So any which ways, if you can make some sense, I'm pretty sure raw is completely fragmented. So I'm putting it out and this is where I'm stopping it. Okay? Do we have grab? Should I ask if she's responsible for what happened to Atul Gupta, 1993?
Okay, what I want to ask you over here is, Varsha, when it comes to our real cousin Akhil Gupta, whose photo I showed earlier, this fake version of you, she fooled Anne Rani also? Or her network fooled Anne Rani? She knew Agnello Fernandez and Rocky Fernandez? She knew them? She worked together with them? They had anybody from Nigeria also with them? What I'm trying to understand is, are they responsible for what happened with Akhil Gupta? Wasn't Akhil Gupta murdered in 1993? Our real cousin, half Advani, half Gupta? Our real cousin was murdered? The beast was responsible for the murder of Akhil Gupta? Akhil Gupta's demise was natural? Akhil Gupta was murdered so that somebody could join his place and be Akhil Gupta? Yet you say the beast is responsible for the murder of Akhil Gupta? This girl is responsible for the murder of Akhil Gupta? The one whose photo we see, ZZ. Her boss was responsible for the murder of Akhil Gupta? So you're saying because of this one girl, they started plugging in after they saw an opportunity and they started plugging in replicas in many places closer to United Breweries, so from there they can get more access. Are they responsible for sidelining SM Krishna, bringing him first into government? Do they work for the beast directly? This bunch works for the beast directly? They work for the beast directly? Do they know the identity of the beast? Do they know the real identity of the beast? These people? She knows the real identity of the beast. She knows who the real identity is. She knows who she really is. She knows her for her real name. She knows 1958. They know who the beast is. This girl ever misbehaved with Mama? The one in the black and white shirt and black skirt. Did she ever misbehave with Mama? I don't say she ever misbehaved with me. I too don't feel she ever misbehaved with me. Did she ever misbehave with me? She played you to the T. In fact, she's quite a loving person, as in she comes across as a very nice person. Okay, is it okay if I close this session over here? Hmm? I'll close the session. Okay. Did she know Mrs. Madhav E. Reddy who was working in my home? Okay, after Mrs. Madhav E. Reddy, whatever happened with her, the shapeshifters from end 2022 who entered this apartment, darling, wait for me to finish my question. You say there were more than 1 to 10 shapeshifters for dead Mrs. Madhav E. Reddy, whose husband got into an accident. The shapeshifters after the end of 2022. Do they know this girl in white and black? Do they know her? Does she know of them? Does she know them? Are they from the same network? Were they from the same network? Is that how the old woman who used to do cleaning at number 4 Jaswell, whether it's her real grandchildren or a mix of her real grandchildren with her daughter's grandchildren, primarily living in Ray Road and Cotton Green in a chawl, this girl hired them also for the job, and that's how they joined the ISI. She got them linked to the ISI. That's the link. Was she responsible for trying to bring the shapeshifters in dead SRL's position? This girl in the black and white shirt, black and white, the black skirt and the white blouse. She knew about the 10 shapeshifters in that one sham of a marriage. She knew about it. She did any deal on the back of it. Was she personally responsible for the 10 shapeshifters in that one setup? She was personally responsible for it. Along with the Fernandeses, along with the old Jharu Katka Wali, her grandchildren or adopted grandchildren or her neighbor's grandchildren or her daughter's grandchildren or her children. That's how they got together and made a gang in Bombay. For all the notorious, nefarious activity started from there. Also towards the replication of Nikhil Advani and churning of people in lots of places. I want raw in on this. No, I don't want no hiding rats. You got enough hiding rats. So anyway, I'm putting this off now. Okay, and Agni also is over here. AI and IR Agni. That's the one Machi's Chingari. Tell me one thing. This lot knew the Khans? Were they ever given work by the Khans? Amir Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan? That is only in the film industry. Outside the film industry for nefarious activity? Did they ever work for Amir Khan?
Tell me, all this Agni Agni is the agenda of the beast? The makers of the beast? Do they hire only Pakistan for the job of creating the Agni? There are other countries from where they hire people to create the fire. They want to break India, they want to grab, or they want to create the one new world order or one world government, totally digitized, brain controlled. Is that what all the effort of hiring people and moving them around the world and having them CRISPRed and trying to merge identities, 10 shapeshifters in one dead person's place, or then one person taken underground, is primarily towards the effort of new world order, one world government? All this has been planned from the 50s, 60s itself, and it worked itself out in India from the 80s, 90s. This is all part of their forced implementation. On the back of it, a lot of industrialists and lots of people in professions as doctors, lawyers, big people, all of them were removed. Many removed in India. They'll go with the 7 billion people so that 1 billion people are left here on earth. Okay, let me just 1 second. You're saying Z is actually what?
Chitru. For Suchitra mentioned JAYA.ADVANI.
Or Zara?
The name Zara is important. The name Zara is important. Zara was any known person to this lot of people? So you saying this network cloned themselves after they found that they were not getting found out, that they're able to pass themselves off as dead people or people sidelined. They infiltrated more people into India that way or in other places around the world. And whoever was getting them to do that, they were taking a fee from them. Is Ramesh Advani involved in all of this in any way?
Is there a clone for Mr. Ramesh Advani who's involved in all of this? What about D'Souza shape-shifting for Ramesh Advani? D'Souza shape-shifting for Ramesh Advani is involved in all of that? Z is ever Chitru? Is Z ever Chitru Advani? Is Z ever Chitru Advani, Varsha? Did Chitru's identity ever know the truth about Z's existence as Varsha Advani? We're not talking about Suchitra Mirchandani Advani. We're talking about Chitru for Suchitra Mirchandani Advani. Did she ever know about Z and who? No. Did she really know that about Rane? Let's just say, did she know about this incident? Okay, I'm closing it now finally. I'll close it. Okay, you all can find whatever else there is, if at all.